Hi, I'm Peter Tufano, Dean of Saïd Business School at the University of Oxford. I'm also the champion of our Global Opportunities and Threats Oxford or GO-TO course. How do we, as business schools in our curriculum, acknowledge the fact that our students need to think in terms of longer horizons, need to think about things beyond the narrow remit of marketing and accounting and finance, and have to deal with uncertainty and ambiguity? These three principles underlie why we created the GO-TO course. What we're trying to do is to provide students with two things. One is a set of skills to deal with long horizon problems and uncertainty, and two is to give them content around specific issues that will be affecting the planet and the world and society over the next quarter century. The World Economic Forum, for example, routinely asks CEOs about what the big issues are that are facing society. Or here at Oxford, our colleagues at the Oxford Martin School have put together a wonderful report called Now for the Long Term that looks at the interactions between the megatrends that are affecting society. The United Nations has put together its Sustainable Development Goals, and these 17 goals outline the kinds of things that we as a society and we as business might want to focus on over the next number of years and decades. The challenge is, how do we bring this material into the classroom? We tended to use a small number of design principles in coming up with how GO-TO works. The first principle, is this a requirement? Or is this an elective or a co-curricular activity? If core values are reflected in core curricula, and if we believe that this type of thinking is absent in MBA programs, then we need to make this core, and that's what we've done. Second, should we have this as a standalone course, or should we have this mainstreamed across all of our courses? Should we do this in depth or in breadth? Should we look at 17 topics over the course of a semester or a year, or should we look at one topic? We've chosen to do depth. In any one year, we look at one topic. Next, how directive should we be? We deal with big, wicked, messy problems. And these are the problems that we don't honestly believe we have any solutions to. But rather, the process of thinking about the solution is the most important thing. Who should teach GO-TO? We turn to our friends from around the university in order to get expertise to develop these content modules. What format should we use? So GO-TO uses a combination of tutorials and materials that are provided in advance of the tutorial. Finally, what should be our learning objectives here? On the one hand, we want to make sure that students become aware of a big and important, hairy problem. On the other hand, there's some very specific skills we'd like to impart. So GO-TO is a combination of content, for example on water or on demography, as well as a set of skills. GO-TO has 6 elements which I'll quickly run through. First, an introduction. Second, a set of substantive materials that describe the specific subject matter. Third, subject matter which is skills-based. This is the specific training about scenario planning as well as some on design thinking and systems dynamics. Fourth, a set of tutorials. Fifth, a large project. And then finally, celebration. How do we come together as a community and celebrate some of the more interesting and insightful pieces of work that our students have done? And who knows, in 5 or 10 or 15 years, perhaps some of them will make material progress in order to address these issues. If that happens, then we'd be very proud of the work that we've done at GO-TO.